38 minutes after 8. In the world of TV troubleshooters, MacGyver is a rare bird. He uses knowledge, everyday objects to solve problems like stopping an acid leak with a chocolate bar or crafting a flamethrower from a water sprinkler. MacGyver begins his 4th season on ABC this Monday. Richard Dean Anderson, who plays MacGyver, is joining us this morning from Vancouver, British Columbia, where the series is filmed. Richard, nice to have you with us.
Morning, Charlie, and America.
I understand you got a rather controversial first episode.
Yeah, evidently that's... it's been so deemed controversial. We didn't set out to raise any controversy. More what we were trying to do is raise a little consciousness. Some time ago, a couple of years ago, as a matter of fact, the network had asked us to start involving our storylines in a little more personal side of MacGyver, exposing some of the mysteries of him and sources of certain aspects of his personality. So what we did this year, over the summer, we'd thrown around the idea to deal with the source of his aversion to guns and why he doesn't use them for their intended purpose. And we came up with our premiere episode on November 21st. It'll air on our network, ABC. And it deals with what happened to him as a child, and it involved a handgun. And some people took umbrage with the message, and we're a little concerned about that.
Well, we have a clip, and I want to take a look at it, because it does flesh out MacGyver's character some, so let's take a look at this.
Great.
Talking about? Give a deal to a friend of mine and I got caught in the middle. And you figure the best thing to do is pick up a gun? Nobody's gonna get killed. You don't need to scare them out. It never stops there, Danny. You got a gun, things happen, people die.
So who's angered about this, Richard?
Well, I got a feeling, we've never been strong proponents of gun fare. We're at MacGyver here are very proud of the concept of the show. We've remained true to it from day one. This is a TV hero that is atypical, who solves problems with his brain, not his brawn, and does not use guns. Consequently, I would imagine the NRA has never been real big on our list of fans. But I think the thing that was most upsetting about this situation was that we very pridefully presented a dramatized situation, and were censored essentially. There was a superimposition we were going to put over the end of the show that just stated a very simple statistic about what handguns do to children. 10 children are killed every day by handguns, and it was going to end our show, and we were told that we couldn't put that graphic over the end of our show. Now, there was a whole chain of command of pressures that seemed to become apparent to us, and we're seeing memos that said the NRA is a very powerful lobby and it affects the activities of major corporations, obviously. So that's mostly what we're concerned about.
Parallels to your life in this story? Yeah,
when we were throwing this around, Rick Drew is the man who wrote this. There was a lot of input from other sources, but I had given him, there's the instance where the kid is the young MacGyver is saving a little bird whose head was being aimed at by a handgun, and MacGyver knocks it out of his hand. Well, I had that as a child, was walking around with a friend of mine one time, and he took aim at a bird and actually shot it, and it had such a purging emotional effect on me at that point that sort of was the ape. I sort of swung as an early child, as a young child.
Swung your way and affected your feeling about guns generally?
Yeah, I grew up with a family that's fairly passive, very conscientious, conservative family, and not the least of which was an attitude towards guns and warfare.
Richard Dean Anderson, best of luck on your 4th season. Great to have you here. Thank you.
Thanks, Charlie.
Nice to have you with us. It is
November 21st.
November, what was that date again?
21st.
21st, okay.